Okay, Dr. Intan, mungkin anda telah melakukan kerja-kerja kemasyarakatan sejauh ini. Apakah antara cabaran yang anda hadapi ketika anda di sana ingin mengenali para penduduk? Soalan yang pertama. Yang kedua, mungkin dalam mengimbangi cabaran sebagai seorang ibu, seorang profesional, seorang yang akan menjadi seorang aktivis yang dilantik. Mungkin apakah cabaran ataupun dalam mengimbangi tanggungjawab ini begitu?
Okay, bagi soalan pertama mengenai cabaran yang saya hadapi ketika menemu para penduduk, terutama mereka yang memerlukan bantuan melalui kerja-kerja kemasyarakatan. Mungkin yang pertama adalah mereka belum mengenali saya. Jadi kadang-kadang kalau kita hendak mengulurkan bantuan mungkin agak susah. Pihak yang memerlukan bantuan itu mungkin merasakan mengapa saya harus berkongsi pengalaman saya atau kesusahan saya dengan orang ini yang tidak saya kenali. Tapi seperti yang telah saya katakan, jikalau kita ingin membantu dengan ikhlas, saya rasa orang yang kita ingin bantu itu akan membuka dari segi berkongsi apakah yang mereka perlukan, apakah bantuan yang mereka harapkan. Kedua, mengenai mengimbangi peranan sebagai seorang ibu, seorang yang mempunyai kerjaya sendiri, dan jikalau dilantik sebagai seorang anggota parlimen, itu bukannya sesuatu yang mudah. Memang memerlukan penjagaan atau aturan masa yang baik. Tapi saya percaya saya bukan yang pertama. Ada juga anggota parlimen di antara kita yang mempunyai keluarga, anak-anak, kerjaya masing-masing. Jadi saya rasa itu adalah satu cabaran yang saya sahut, yang saya bersedia menerima.
Sebenarnya anda membisarkan diri anda daripada Encik Sabari juga dalam berlatar belakangkan daripada pendidik Dr. Halimah Yaakob dan juga Fatimah Latif dan Dr. Halimah Yaakob. Dr. Halimah Yaakob juga seorang pejuang bagi hak wanita. Mungkin apa yang boleh membisarkan diri anda daripada mereka?
Jikalau kita lihat Madam Puan Halimah, selalunya kita katakan Puan Halimah memperjuangkan hak-hak pekerja, hak wanita juga. Jadi sebagai seorang wanita, saya rasa tidak begitu banyak perbezaan, tapi ada perbezaan sedikit dari segi, mungkin saya dari segi kanak-kanak, pendidikan, penjagaan dan perlindungan kanak-kanak, dan juga dari segi pendidikan di mana ibu-ibu atau ibu bapa boleh melibatkan diri dengan lebih banyak terhadap pendidikan anak-anak mereka. Saya rasa itulah satu sumbangan, satu aspek yang boleh saya mungkin asingkan ataupun berlainan daripada mereka. English. Okay. I think the first question that was asked was what are some of the challenges in reaching out to those who need help, for example the residents. I think I said that one of the greatest challenges is that they do not know who I am. So sometimes when you knock on their doors and you ask them how are things, how you need help, then they would probably be a bit reserved. They would say, why should I open up to you and tell you what are my problems? But I think what I mentioned earlier, it comes with sincerity. You show that you're sincere enough to help, that you really want to help. They will open up and they will tell you what it is that they need. Okay? I think the second question that was asked is, what are the challenges in balancing work, a career, having a family, and if elected, being a member of parliament? I said that I'm not the first. Okay, there are others before me who have done a wonderful job of balancing the three, and I believe it's something that I can do as well. It's a challenge. It is definitely a challenge. It's not easy to manage, but it's something that I believe that I can do. I'm able to live up to that. The following question is, how do I differentiate myself from the other Malay women MPs? For example, Madam Halimah also is very interested in women's issues. So I said that Madam Halimah comes with the perspective from the workers, from the unions. But being women, both of us, of course we're interested in women issues. But I come with a perspective from a working mother, interested in upbringing of children, in the education of the children. And I think that's where my professional experience and even my personal experience will come into play. And I'll be able to contribute in that manner.
Education, any policy you would like to policy changes you would like to see? terms of education?
We have a very robust education system, I must say so. Having spent 12 years in the education system as a practitioner, as a researcher, it's a very dynamic sector. We are always changing, improving ourselves. But like I said, there's always room for improvement. I think one area possibly, if I can look into, is improving education for those at the tail end of the educational stream, those in normal technical classes, for instance. I think at the moment, the number of students in a class is still quite big, 40 students to a teacher. But knowing that there are more challenges teaching students in that stream, you probably need a smaller class where the teacher can afford to give more personalized attention. And probably the teacher also needs to undergo more training in terms of motivating such students, not just to teach them specific academic skills, but also life skills. But again, it's still a work in progress. It's something that we need to learn more from all the stakeholders involved, whether teachers, parents, and even the students themselves. Thank you.
Intan, you've been seen in Ang-Mo-Kio Ward, right? And you've been helping out in Jenja, Kalib. So there have been little interest from opposition so far. If you've been without for walkover, without contesting, how would you feel? Would you feel as happy?
First of all, I'm not sure whether I'll be fielded there. That's where I've been doing my grassroots work for the past few months. So it's, if supposing I'm fielded there, and if supposing there's no opposition, does it mean that I come in on an easy ticket? Not quite. I think whether there's competition, whether there's contest or not, what remains the same is the fact that you still have to serve residents. And it's not saying that we don't give residents a choice. We do. We allow opposition to come in anytime they want. But the essence of it all is serving the residents, whether we're able to listen to what they need, whether we're able to understand their aspirations, and whether we are able to do it wholeheartedly, willingly, and work with them. Okay, thank you.